Howdy folks, and welcome to this week's episode of The Weekend Angler. In this show we're going to be putting together an overhead light. We'll be using it in the boat for night fishing. This light's going to be mounted on a telescopic pole, and it's going to use the same 3/4 inch pin base that the boat seats do. We have an extra seat base in the rear of the boat. We're going to be able to put the pole in there, bring it up. That's going to serve two purposes. One, it's going to light up the boat. We're going to be able to see what we're doing while we're fishing. And I'm hoping that it will keep the bugs up and away from us while we're fishing. That way they're not carrying us off. The light we chose to use today, I picked this up at Menards. This is a Smart Electrician brand rechargeable high-impact work light with USB charger. Puts out 1200 lumens on high, about 600 on low, and it does have its own internal 12-volt battery. Run time is supposed to be roughly 3 hours on high and 6 hours on low. I haven't run it to its extent yet to see what it'll do, but we're going to be mounting that light on a 6 to 12 foot telescopic aluminum pole. And this video we're going to go over the construction of the bracket needed to mount this light to the pole, and we're also going to go over the construction of the base that will slip into our boat seat base. So I'll go ahead and put a list of tools and equipment that you're going to need. Also put a list of what we bought, where we bought it. Most of the purchases were done at the local Menards, and then we'll get started. Okay, as you saw earlier in the video, we drilled our 4 holes and enlarged our 4 screw holes in this base for the light. We also drilled our 2 holes for the U-bolt that'll be used to attach the bracket to the telescopic pole that will later on attach to the boat. So we're ready to attach the aluminum bracket to the light. We're going to be using number 6 by 32 by 3/4 inch Phillips panhead machine screws. Those are stainless. We're also going to be using number 6 by 32 stainless nylon lock nuts. That should help to make sure that the screws don't back off. So at this point we're going to need 4 of these machine screws. We'll get those set out. Set the rest aside. We're going to need 4 of these lock nuts. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to put the screws through and have that mount just like that. Got it out of the camera. Have that mount just like that. So what we'll need to do, we need to drop one of these machine screws through there. Get that put through there. We'll get it put through the aluminum. We'll go ahead and get our lock nut on the back side. We'll tighten them all down later, but we're going to get all 4 together right now. We'll put our second one, we'll line up our hole, flip it over. Get that one, that's a little bit tighter fit because it's going through that rubber. And the last one. Now we're going to use a little crescent wrench. And once again, we're going to use this multi-bit screwdriver. Hi. My daughter's made her way in here. So we're going to go ahead and start tightening these down. Okay, as you can see at this point, we've got our aluminum bracket attached to the leg of the light. We also have our U-bolt put through. This part of the project is pretty well done. In the next part of the project, what we're going to be doing is we're going to use a piece of 3/4 inch all thread, a piece of 3/4 inch PVC, and a piece of 1 inch PVC. And we're going to build us a mount that will fit into the 3/4 pin seat base that's located in the rear of the boat. That's going to give us an area to put the telescopic pole and be able to get the light up where to throw light down on the rest of the boat. So at this point, we're going to set the light aside and we'll start working on the PVC. Okay, construction of the seat base requires a 2-foot piece of 1 inch PVC pipe, a 6-inch piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and a 1-foot-long piece of 3/4 inch all thread. Now what I've done here is I've ran the 3/4 inch PVC pipe across my belt sander a few times and basically just shaved enough off to make this where to slide into the PVC pipe. It's inside the 1 inch piece. So this is set and ready to go. We're going to apply a little bit of PVC cement and let this sit up. Mother Nature's getting ready to ruin our video here today anyway. Alright, as you can see, the 3/4 inch piece of pipe has been placed inside of the 1 inch. We'll let the PVC cement set up, let that dry and get out of this rain, and when we pick back up we'll get the all thread secured. Alright, as you can see, we now have our 3/4 inch PVC pipe inside of our 1 inch PVC pipe. The PVC cement has had time to set up and we're ready to attach the 3/4 inch all thread and make this one piece. If you look here, the all thread still lacks just a little bit of touch of the sides of the 3/4. So what I've gone ahead and done is I marked the 6-inch point of the all thread, and then a 1/2 inch in from either end I've wrapped just standard black electrical tape until this reaches a point where it gets a good solid fit inside the 3/4 inch pipe. It should hold it about as close to center as we're going to need it to be. So at this point, we're going to set this aside. We'll put our all thread down. And we're going to be using this Permatrex steel weld. It's about like JB weld. It's a 2-part epoxy. We're going to get that mixed up and get that slathered on the all thread, get that put in the PVC pipe. So let me get the other camera and we'll get that done. Okay, the steel weld comes in two parts, a resin and a hardener. And to use those, you're just going to mix them in equal parts. So we're going to set some out here on our board. You want to get close to equal portions as you can. It never seems to work out. Now we're going to mix them until we get a uniform color. Knock stuff off the table. Now the rest of this is pretty easy. We're just going to slather this epoxy mixture onto our all thread. And now we're going to slide that all thread inside of our PVC pipe. There we go. So get a little bit of a twist to work that adhesive in. Wipe off the excess. Kind of clean it up. Now we'll let this sit and cure. The set time on this adhesive, on this particular brand of adhesive, is about 4 minutes. Its cure time is 4 hours. And so we're going to let this sit, dry, and we'll come back to it. We'll see when it's set up. Okay, now that your retaining pin is in place, the last step is to get the light mounted to the pole. All we got to do here is slip the U-bolt over the end of the pole, and we'll get our nuts tightened down. And we'll be in good shape. See it? Be careful when tightening not to crush the plastic tip of the pole. Just get it good and snug. Should be good. It won't turn. Good and straight. Now it's time to get it put on the boat. Right now that pole is just about as low as it'll go, which will put it probably about the 7-foot mark. If we took that retaining pin out and pulled it out of the PVC pipe, we'd be able to drop the pole down all the way to its fully collapsed position to 6 foot. Now that pole will extend to a height of about 12 feet. So depending on the size of your boat, you may want to experiment with what height works perfect. My plans are, once I figure out what works good for my boat, is I'm going to mark that area with a piece of black tape or marker or something. That way I could find it easier when I'm out on the water. And at this point, this is about all I could show you until it gets dark. We're going to give it a shot and try it out, and hopefully tomorrow night give it a shot out on the water. Alright folks, that about does it for this episode of The Weekend Angler. Appreciate you staying with us. Hope we've been able to help you out a little bit today. Looking forward to giving this light a shot out on the water. See how it works for night fishing. And if you build your own light, we'd like to take a look at it. Post a picture of it in the comments or let us know otherwise. We want to see it. Let us know if we helped you out any. So if you like our videos, subscribe, like, let us know. And we'll hope to bring a few more here real soon. Appreciate you watching. Thanks and have a good day.